Hi, I'm Mary Sumners, president of Friends of the Minnesota Orchestra, and today I'm very excited to be at the Minnesota Zoo talking with Bree, the monkey curator here, and she's going to give us a little bit of background around monkeys as part of our discussion around our new Kinder Konzert commission, Caps for Sale, a classic folktale that we are building a Kinder Konzert around for this season, and Bree's helping us get all excited about our premiere on October 26th. So, Bree, as you reviewed the book Caps for Sale, do you think the author envisioned a particular monkey?
Looking at the illustrations and kind of knowing the storyline, I would say that macaques are probably the monkey or the primate that was discussed. They're arboreal, they live in a troop, they like to have mischievous behaviors. Sometimes they like to mimic humans and have maybe fun with maybe even stealing things from humans. But I would say that probably macaques are the closest species. And behind us, we have a troop of 25 macaques. These are Japanese macaques, which are also considered snow monkeys. They're similar to the Barbary, which are located in parts of Europe and into Africa, that probably would have a lot of similarities. 23 species of macaques. Illustrations could have been any of the 23, but they like to live in trees, they like to be in groups. They do have some kind of anthropomorphic behaviors that they mimic humans, so I'm assuming that probably is what the author was talking about.
That's exactly what it is. Well, they certainly look like they like to play. They have a special way of communicating. Kind of looks like they are all playing a different role out there. Tell me a little bit about that.
They are. So the troupe is made up of all generations. So we've got babies that are only a year old, such as Hoshi, the one that's kind of playing with its older sibling, Mochi, which is an older 3-year-old macaque. And then we have kind of the troop spread out. We have the lighthouse keepers, which would be the 2 males that are up high, that are the lookouts. They basically are watching for any kind of alert or any threat to the troop. They would communicate to each other using high-pitched noises or grunts that would alert the troop that something is happening, something is coming. And then we also have kind of the caretakers. So you see some of the older siblings taking care of the younger siblings. We have the mothers of the troop that are definitely playing their role as the nurturers by actually grooming others and kind of taking care of their coats and having that one-on-one kind of nurturing maternal instinct. Each individual, like in the orchestra, has a part that they play. And so, for instance, you'd have a string instrument like a violin, or you would have a flute player, or you would even have a harpist that would play a musical tone that would make all of the music combine together. The troupe acts just like that, where each single key player has a role, and that's kind of how they function as a troupe. And so each one has a communication. You may hear them in the next couple of minutes. They may communicate to each other while we're out here, and you may be able to hear some kind of peeps and squeaks and things, and that all kind of blends together how they communicate with each other.
I love that. And actually in the Kinder Konzert music, we do have a harp. Do monkeys like music?
So it's a great question. There's been a lot of research stating that primates really do like music that is kind of more low-toned, and things that maybe like a harp that's kind of more melodical and kind of soft and very comforting and kind of cathartic for the species. Maybe a rock and roll band might be kind of like them screaming at each other and alerting, but in general there is some, even like a acoustical guitar, kind of that low frequency noise where they can kind of be calm, just like humans. The sound and nature has music.
Yeah.
I mean, you listen around, you can hear the leaves rustling, you can hear kind of in the background, we have some weather coming in, and you can hear the clouds rustling and the wind going. They have that they also hear all day too as well.
That's fantastic. I think the monkeys would really like our music in the Kinder Konzert. So,
I agree.
Bree, tell me a little bit about being a zookeeper and how you care for monkeys.
So being a zookeeper, every day is different. There's always something that happens dynamically with the troop, whether it is having babies born or whether, unfortunately, we have someone that maybe has an owie and we have to take care of with animal health and our team, but also just day-to-day things such as feeding and cleaning and responsibilities of making sure that they're cognitive skills. So just like in the book, the author really talks about like manipulation of things. So we constantly have to give animals things to manipulate. So for instance, we may give them toys like balls or a kiddie pool with water and different types of food that float so that they actually have to cognitively use their skills. They'll even use tools. You'll see them using sticks to be able to grab bugs to eat. And it's kind of fun to have that kind of area that we can give them what's called enrichment to enrich their lives every day.
Well, at the premiere, we're going to have lots of things for little kiddos to manipulate and play around with. And
enrichment for them.
Enrichment for them, yes. It'll be very, very fun. What should families or children know about coming to the zoo and visiting the monkeys? And is there anything special going on? And is there anything families can do to support you here at the zoo?
Oh, that's a great question. So, fortunately for you today, you're seeing the macaques in their current habitat, but in the future, we're actually going to be building a brand new habitat for them. Super exciting time for the zoo. Kind of getting a new home or a new habitat that will have really great things for them to be able to have their welfare and well-being kind of enhanced, and have different interpretation centers for children, just like at the Kinder Konzert, to kind of learn and kind of be more hands-on. So we're really excited about those things, but everything has a cost, and everything, unfortunately, for the primates, they can't make money. So we have ways to make money. But building empathy and gaining compassion for the species is the number one thing that we can do, is kind of tell their story, tell them where they're from in Japan, and the name snow monkey, they live in snowy, very cold regions. They have these hot springs that they would all go around to try to gain that heat and warmth together. And just like that in Minnesota, we have the same kind of weather. And so you can see them all year, which is such a cool opportunity, because a lot of species you don't think about being able to be kind of in the open all year, versus this primate species are here all year. So kind of building that new habitat for an all year experience. It's super exciting time for us, and having memberships where families can come all the time, and having different opportunities where they can learn things one-on-one, and we're really excited for the next couple of years here at the zoo.
Oh, that's awesome. And I think I remember you saying that through the foundation you can actually sponsor a monkey.
Yes, and so you can sponsor any of the 25 individuals, the entire troop, the entire habitat. We have all sorts of things that you can do to sponsor to help us gain our mission and the goal for these primate species.
I so appreciate your time today. You know, the Minnesota Zoo is going to be at the premiere with the table from their education department. So come to the premiere October 26th. Have some fun monkey business with us. Learn about monkeys and experience a Kinder Konzert with one of the most special stories. We'll see you on the 26th of October.